Hello, I'm Lauren Reid. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the John Gore Organization, whose companies include Broadway Across America and Broadway Across Canada. We bring touring Broadway shows to 47 cities across North America, just like yours. In addition to working for the John Gore Organization, I also serve on the Board of Governors of the Broadway League and am chair-elect of that organization. I think serving in both of these capacities gives me a great perspective in what's happening, not just around the country, but also in New York. So I want to give you a little bit more detail or insight, maybe behind the scenes look or information as to why touring theater is so complex. The logistics are complicated even in a good year. We work on shows and bringing shows to audiences usually about 18 months to 2 years in advance. That's how much work and planning and time goes into this. And it's because the shows are big. We have cast and crew and musicians that number 60 to sometimes 100 people traveling across the country. And coordinating that detail along with the 6 to 20 18-wheelers and all of the sets and costumes that are inside of them is challenging. And they need to travel in a geographically smart way. That means we can't jump from Pittsburgh all the way to Phoenix in 1 week time. We need a smart city by city, week by week traveling schedule and itinerary so that we can open on a Tuesday and close on a Sunday in any given city. We also have to look at the calendar availability of the theaters. The theaters that we have Broadway series in offer other shows in their building. So we share the calendar with the operas, the ballets, concerts, comedies, recitals, etc. So those calendars have to align, the show's calendar and the theater's calendar. And there's one more nuance that not everybody thinks about, and that's the calendar of the creative team. When shows are mounted, we need the actual director from New York to make sure that the cast and crew are rehearsed, actually selected and rehearsed. And we want the choreographer from New York to actually work with those casts to get the show up and on its feet. So those creative teams are awfully busy working on other shows. And in some instances, like in the instance of To Kill a Mockingbird, for example, which just had an incredible run on Broadway and continues to look towards other cities and countries, they're going to launch a touring company here in the US, and they're also going to launch a company in the West End. So we've got to coordinate the director, Bartlett Sher's calendar with those different tours and companies, both here and in other countries. It's a giant jigsaw puzzle, and we have to put all of those pieces together to make it fit. And that's what we're doing in New York. The producers, the booking agents, and the promoters and the theaters around the country to reorganize and assemble that to bring shows back to our theaters. You know, I know historically we all recognize that in hard times, something good comes from it. And what I can see and tell you right now and share is there is a lot of great work being developed right now in people's homes and studios. And I believe that the work is going to flourish. So once we actually play through these shows and bring them to you, there's a whole new set of shows that I'm excited to bring that are just waiting to be brought to stage. Some that were already in the works that I've seen in studio that I'm excited about are MJ, the Michael Jackson musical, using his music and based a little bit on his story, sensational performances, and bringing that actually from the studio to the stage, I think will be an exciting moment for us. In addition, I really look forward to Almost Famous, which I've seen a workshop of, and it's a tremendous take, live version of the movie with great music behind it. And also one kind of behind the scenes, I know they're working on a fan favorite that I think will be a big success, might be Princess Bride. So all three of those are in development and certainly in the making to bring. I want to give a big shout out to all you subscribers in Broadway across Canada. I want to thank you, one, for your support, for your flexibility and hanging in there with us. It's going to be worth the wait. We're going to bring you the best of Broadway just as soon as possible. Take care. See you at the theater.